First, Rick quit his lucrative job to work for his dad, and when his dad's promises were broken, we moved to Phoenix, Arizona, where his first two children lived. The 2006 finances crisis hit us hard, and by 2008, we were struggling financially. As we were able to overcome all those challenges together, I felt confident we would be able to be good parents to our children. Just 2 months before our twins were born, Rick had an emotional breakdown, expressing his fear of not being a good father. Given his past, I assured him he'd do better, and we moved on. Our boys were born healthy and with no health issues. However, after the boys were born, Rick became distant and unreliable. His unresolved trauma resurfaced, leading to an 18-month drug-induced binge that almost killed him and an extramarital affair. When the boys were just over a year old, we decided to separate, and less than a year later, we divorced.
The decision to separate came during a time when I was blindly wrapped up in a toxic affair, believing that relationship was my future. Once the separation was final, I went into fixing Rick mode at all costs. Initially, my reasons were not about saving my marriage or my kids. They're about becoming the man that other woman needed. That said, for some reason, I had only one demand that I made to Cy. It was I wanted 50-50 custody of our kids. I don't know how, but somehow, deep down, I knew my life-saving reason would turn out to be my kids, even if it was only unconscious at first. As you can imagine, this was not an easy decision for Cy to make. I promised her that I would do everything I could to get better. I quit the drugs, cold turkey, and I went into therapy to work on myself. What I thought was going to be anger management therapy turned out to be complete emotion management therapy. During this time, I had learned that my trauma from childhood had caused me to hate myself and therefore become self-destructive. I was single-handedly destroying every good thing that came into my life. I did a lot of soul-searching through the years of alone time. The entire time I was rebuilding myself, Cy did allow me